how? Where's the Stephanie? It's over. It's over. It's over. Oh my god, I can't believe it's over. Okay, so that was way... Okay, my camera's jumping around. I don't know if it's going to record. So that was way easier than I was anticipating, which is good. The reason why it was easier, I'm going to let this guy pass. Okay, the reason why it was easier is because I did 2 practice tests from a different book yesterday, and they had a lot of different vocabulary that I haven't seen yet, which is really crazy because the one thing that's truly transparent about this test is the vocabulary in each level. So I was slightly confused by that, but I worked my way through, and there's that. So it had the vocabulary that I was used to, and that was good. The listening was, I think because I had spent so much time practicing it, actually easier than some of the reading, ironically. But all in all, I definitely passed. There was one part where they had a picture of a woman going like this, like no to a hamburger, and the only words I was able to write down in my nervous state, because it was on the first part, or second part, it was pretty early on in the test, was shang shi, and I cannot for the life of me, I think I wrote down the wrong words. I think I might have written down the question words instead of the actual keywords. So I don't know. I kept going through different spelling combinations, an opinion of what it could be. But that's the only one that really struck me as completely and utterly hard to figure out. The other ones I worked through. The last part of the reading was super hard. There were 2 answers that I kept confusing, but I think I got them right, and even if I didn't, there's possibly 2 wrong answers there. But a lot of them were a lot of the parts of the test, I was just like, I'm sure about this one, I'm sure about this one, I'm sure about this one. So it was good. It was really good. I'm so relieved right now, it's ridiculous. I don't know why I was nervous, because I put a lot of time and effort into this, and as next language teacher, there's a lot of self-pressure on, did I teach myself well using whatever resources I used of other people? Did I teach myself? Did the online resources teach me well enough? Anyway, so far, good stuff. Good stuff, I think. Okay, so we've got, no I don't. Okay, so that's that. I don't really have much more to say other than there was a clock in the room, which I was worried about, which was good because I could check the time as we were going. We all needed special HB pencils, which very few of us had, so they supplied us with that. I had 2 pencils, but they were the wrong ones. So that kind of sucked. I thought I was all prepared. We brought our bags into the room, but they had us put it in the back. These are just little things that I was thinking about, like test center wise, like how is this going to work? I work in language testing, so I was very curious about these elements. It was really cold in the room at first and then very hot. They tried to put me in the back of the room, but because it was a CD recorder or a CD player at the front, I didn't want to do that. So I asked them to sit at the front so I could hear, and they ended up playing it super loud anyway. So the test environment at this particular location was perfectly fine. I'm definitely going to take as many of the tests there as I can, because it seemed like we could bring in drinks, although nobody had them at their desk, but it seemed like that would be okay, although I would personally probably not do that because then I would have to pee during the test and that would be bad. Anyway, overall, I'm relieved it's over. I'm glad I did HSK 1, even though I could have just waited for HSK 2, because now I know what the test environment is, and that's less stress as far as that goes. I just found a Miniso, one of my favorite dollar stores, so I'm gonna go in there, grab something to eat, and then go to work, because that's my Sunday. So relief. I won't have the results for a month, so pretty sure I passed. The question now is, how high of a score did I get? Which is a very different reaction that I was having the past few days. The more I studied, the worse I thought I was going to do on the test. That last week is just crazy. Anyway, alright, Sachian!